It's your boy King Ed the Great coming at y'all with another video. And I want to talk about the 10-year anniversary of Eminem's Recovery album. The impact that has left for his career and my thoughts about it. My thoughts about it is I thought it was a decent album. It was an album that reinvented his image to the new millennium, to the new era. Because a lot of people felt that his Relapse album was operating on outdated themes, like the serial killer, the mad white boy type theme he was trying to come back with, the poking fun at pop stars. Everybody was kind of feeling that he was kind of running his course with that. Then he would do the first single, the goofy first single. People didn't get caught up with that. So with Recovery, he went a different route. He went with I'm Not Afraid. He literally went a more mature, and at times he took a real preachy route, which was kind of weird from Eminem. And another thing that I noticed about that album was he stopped doing the voices. Like, he would do a lot of crazy accents throughout that Relapse album. And a lot of people didn't like it. But see, with this one album here, he went kind of right back to where he was rapping his normal voice. But he adapted a new style, which was called stadium music, where he was more so yelling his bars. See, people that really rap will understand the transition of change that he was doing. So he pretty much changed his image to a more emo sound. Then he came out with the Love the Way You Lie, which was pretty much a Hollywood favorite. And I think he would, yeah, they would have Rihanna up there. He would start doing songs with Rihanna, and a lot of hip hop heads, they weren't feeling it because they was thinking that M was pretty much turning his back on what made him. If you really listen to that album, the bars are still there. He can still rap. Production wise, it had that whole MO feeling like he was trying to grab a new audience and reintroduce himself. And I also noticed that he was taking a lot of shots. Probably at Lil Wayne, probably at Jay-Z, probably at a lot of the game-changing rappers that was coming out at the time. Took shots at Kanye probably, but he won't admit it. He even admitted in the interview that he probably did. But he wanted to reinvent himself and not come across like a hating rapper. But the overall Recovery itself, it was a decent album. And what people don't know is I'm Not Afraid was originally for Mano. That was originally Mano's song right there. And there were some other songs off that Recovery album that would belong to other artists. But they gave it to Eminem because Eminem was probably the bigger name. Therefore, they were able to generate more revenue off the songs. But that's my thoughts about it. It was a decent album, and it gave birth to Eminem's new style. He didn't really adapt that whole style where he was using those accents because a lot of people didn't like it. I also didn't like that he stopped using Dre for a minute. He probably used Dre for like 2 songs, but he would use Skylar Hook, what's the name? Skylar Gray hooks and Alex the Kid beats. And I'm hoping that he don't use them guys again because they watered down his sound. But successful wise, this was the album that he probably needed to break the mold because it made him accepted back into the mainstream. So let me know what you guys think about this. This is King Egg signing out. Holla at your boy.